Hey everybody, so I chew a lot of wheels, I rescue a lot of wheels, and I also disassemble a lot of wheels. But how do I know when a rim is cooked, like this, or when it can be saved? Keep watching and I'll show you the techniques that I use to either rescue wheels or disassemble them. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is a visual inspection. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You just spin it, take a look. Like, this to me looks okay. Like, it looks like I can true it out, and you know, I think it would be safe to say that I could probably save this wheel at this point. The next thing you want to do is a physical inspection. So just basically check the tension of the spokes, right? See if some are really tight, some are really loose. Because if there's a big discrepancy in the tension of the spokes, then there's a good chance that there's probably, I guess, a warp in the rim or something like that. Like maybe it's a little more ovally, eggy. And you can see here that I'm saying that there's probably a problem with this rim and I'm gonna ditch it. The next step would be to take all the tension off of the spokes. So, just find the valve hole here. Just find the valve hole in the rim and start from there. Now, normally I would suggest to just take the tension off of the non-drive side or the disc side first, because it has the least amount of tension. But in this case here, it doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm gonna be able to save this wheel, so I'm just gonna show you what it's like to loosen the spoke tension off of the drive side without doing it on the non-drive side first. And you can see, like, it's pretty difficult. There's always a reason why I say to loosen the tension on the non-drive side. Simply put, it makes it a lot easier. Whereas if you just start on the drive side like I did, it just takes a lot more effort and take a lot longer. The next thing we do is another visual inspection. So we just see how it spins without any tension on the spokes, and you can see there that, here, I'll show you. Just kind of head on here. There, you can see it's kind of like all over the place. Like it's all over town. Like just sitting there with no tension on the rim shouldn't really pull it over and make it look like basically like a potato chip. So at this point here, I'm just going to say that it's not a rim to be saved. It's not a wheel that I can save, so we'll just move into the next part, which is to just save whatever you can from the wheel. You can see here, I'm trying to save the disc rotor, which, you know, like, to me it looked really, really good. The condition of it's like almost new, so. And you can see it's a, you know, decent brand name. It's a Tektro, so it's going to be, you know, like mid-range, low to mid-range. And then I'm just going to start removing the tension off of the spokes. So basically, I'm going to be removing the nipples from the spokes. As you can see here, I'm using my nipple driver. If you don't have that, then you just use your spoke wrench. And you're going to have a spoke wrench. So no matter what anyone tells you or what videos you watch, it's just going to take forever. And you can see here that the stuff I've saved from this wheel, so it's a decent enough hub. Like the hub's going to have internal parts that, you know, I can use for if needed for another hub. And we have the spokes. They look like really good. They're not all bent and weird. And again, you have the rotor here. It looks really, really good. The nipples. Now I encountered a couple nipples that you can look and you can see in the longer version of this video, and they were messed up. Like, I guess the guy before, he tried to true it and he messed up a bunch of the nipples, and it took a really long time. And you know, we have the rim strip as well. So, you know, like if you were to add all this stuff up, it's expensive. Like just buying the parts, like sometimes the whole is worth less than the parts themselves. And this is one of those cases. It's just kind of a cheap rim. Like it's a cheap OEM rim. I don't even know what kind of bike it came off, but like, it's cheap, and the rim went before any of the other parts could, and quite honestly, all the other parts are like near new, so it's totally worth your time to try to save that stuff. You can see here that the rim is, it really was a potato chip, and I made the right call. just by going through and using a few of the techniques that I've shared with you in this video, such as a visual inspection, a physical inspection of the spoke tension, and another visual inspection to just make sure that the wheel is not worth saving. And you also got to make your boss happy here. It worked finally, did you?
Yes, to inspect it.
To inspect it. I hope you like this video. I hope it helps you out. I know it's really straightforward, something that anyone could have thought of, but it just makes me kind of wonder why a lot of people don't do this. And don't forget to check out the long version of this video if you want to see all the trials and tribulations that I went through to disassemble this wheel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.